Hey everybody, Charles Barber here, and today I want to share some stretches with you guys that you guys can utilize during these winter months. You know, during these winter months, our kidneys and our bladder are the main organs that are being influenced during this time. So if we ever find ourselves in anxiety or fear, feeling withdrawn, feeling split, feeling indifferent, these are all the negative traits of these organs. And naturally, I know that we can go under these emotions throughout all the years, but we can't work on our whole body all the time throughout the whole year. But by learning what organs are influenced during the seasons, we can then dedicate our daily practice or a part of our daily practice to the organs that are being influenced, and those will really help mitigate those negative traits or emotions. Because the positive traits of these organs are compassion and humor and balance, sense of mind or well-being, which we all want. So let's jump right into this today. And these aren't normal stretches. This isn't like yoga stretches. So I want you guys to bear with me if this is new for you. But just pay close attention. And if you have any questions, I'll be here to answer them. So I'm my own cameraman nowadays. So if the angle's kind of wacky-macky, bear with me. And I also want to say there's going to be different levels of these stretches that you can do. And so I'm going to show those levels. So the beginning exercises I will show will be the beginner stretches that anyone can do. So if you have some type of health issue or physical ailment that doesn't allow you to do like the intermediate to advanced, you can start with these beginner stretches. But one thing that we have to realize is when we are stretching, a lot of times when you're pushing and stretching and like a normal static stretch, it's very similar to like if I took a piece of cotton and I just kind of started tearing it, you can really rip your muscles. So what we have to understand is when we flex our muscles, we're actually stretching them. And I know that doesn't make any sense initially, but when you start to dive deeper into stretching and the anatomy of stretching, you'll actually find out that static stretching is probably one of the worst ways to stretch your body. Now, not only are we stretching the muscles, but we're trying to get deep into those meridians so that we can hit those organs. So this is another reason why I stretch this way that I'm about to show you guys. It's really to just get deep down in there. So let's just get started. So for this first stretch, you do need a wall, and it's gonna be bladder stretch. And the key is to get your feet like in prayer mode, like this, right? Your feet are like this, and then put them on the wall, like so. You see how my feet are praying? And what I'm gonna do, guys, is see how I've got my legs spread apart. I don't know if you can see that, my legs are spread apart. And I'm gonna keep my legs spread apart. I'm actually gonna create tension, right? So like pushing my legs apart. And then I'm gonna take my hands with that tension and keeping my breath flowing. Don't do that. Don't want to do that, right? Keep breathing, keep flowing with it. But I'm going to push out with my muscles, and then I'm going to slowly push that in as I resist. And look, and as my feet come to the wall, now my feet are both flat on the wall. So you can see that, like that, right? And then I pull that apart and do the same thing, except this time, as I'm pulling apart, I'm resisting that. And then going right back into there. And that, my friends, is the kidney stretch. So this is bladder going out. I'm pushing out and slowly bringing in. Feet come together. And then now I'm pulling out and squeezing in. And now I'm hitting that organ meridian. And the key with this stretch is that you want to do this a few times. You don't just want to do this 3 or 4 times. You want to get about 12 to 15 reps in minimum, which will only take you, like a minute or two to do. And don't think you need to be like, no. When you first start out, just go slow with your body. Breathe. Ooh, Om Namah Shivaya, right? And just be here and be present. Have your neck back. I know you guys can't really see me too well here, but and just push out with my legs and just slowly bring that in. And then when I'm here, I push out, I squeeze in and pull out. So I'm creating resistance. And the reason why that's important is because whenever I resist that, it's firing and sending energy and signals through there. And as I breathe, that oxygen's moving. And this what allows me to get deep into the meridian and deep into influence those organs to get that to loosen up. And that's just exactly how we do that right there. So we basically just keep that just like so. And I'm bringing in, but I'm just using my thumbs. It's not a lot of tension. But look at my legs. You see how they're shaking? I'm literally like, as I find that spot, I'm literally like, my legs, my muscles, my groin, all this area is just like vibrating. It's like, just like that. And then the same when I come out here. But it takes a few reps to get that deep. But that is a good sign. That means I'm getting deep inside that organ and meridian. And that's exactly what we want. All right, so next I'm gonna go into the more advanced stretching. All right, guys, so it's about to get more complicated, but as you do those first stretches and then you jump to this stretch, you can really get deep. So I need everyone to pay close attention, and I'm gonna show you guys how this one works. So this is actually just bladder. That first one, it went straight from bladder to kidney, and that's just a great exercise to balance both of those. But with this one, we're just gonna focus on bladder, and we're just gonna do one leg, so we'll have to do both legs. And for the time's sake of the video, I'm just gonna do one leg. So the first thing you do is you take like your right leg, and you bring it over, take your left hand, and grab the ankle, okay? And you bring that over just like so. Then take your right hand and put it on your knee. And what we're gonna do with our leg is we're actually going to like kick our leg down like this, like we're trying to kick our butt, right? That's the resistance that we're gonna create with our leg, right? But what we're gonna do with our hand and with our right hand and our left hand is we're actually gonna, mainly with that left hand, just draw that leg up as I push down, and then just make sure on the right hand, you're kind of, that knee's gonna wanna try to come in, so you just kind of, little pressure there, and then boom, you get that straight. And again, guys, don't try to go He-Man Hulk on it. Go slow, go steady. Because at first, this is gonna feel wacky, and it's not gonna feel right. But as you can pump out some of these reps, just like I'm doing now, you'll feel it. It'll get deeper, and deeper. And I don't know if you heard that, it was my knee just popping. And you're basically just getting deep into that fascia, past it, down into that meridian. So again, one more time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our leg, we're gonna cross it over, take our left hand on our ankle, take our right hand on our knee, and we're gonna basically kick down to our butt with our heel. And as we have that resistance there, we're gonna slowly take our left hand and pull that up, keeping that right hand on the knee and kind of bringing it in and then getting that stretch just like so. Just like so. And I can feel it, and it's rushing, and it's good stuff. And then obviously I would do the opposite side, and that's gonna be the intermediate for bladder. So now I wanna show you guys the intermediate for kidney. And I was thinking about showing you guys the advanced for both of these, but I'm actually gonna hold off. I think that, you know, to get to that stage, you're really gonna have to work these first stages for at least a few months and really get in there. And then if people ask me to do the advanced, I will gladly do the advanced. I actually struggle with some of these advanced methods, especially in the bladder and kidney area. And so that's another reason why, is because I'm actually gonna have to get someone in to assist me in those advanced methods. Because as you can do these beginner and intermediate always by yourself, usually the advanced, you really need to have someone there to help create that pressure, because you're gonna put yourself in different positions. All right, so let's get straight into the kidney. So the way that the kidney intermediate works is you know, just like that butterfly stretch we all know, you bring your feet in, and basically what you're wanting to do is squeeze those feet, squeeze the legs in, squeeze the knees in, and then use your elbows to slowly breathe, to pull down, and oh yeah, get down in there, nice. Make sure you're on a soft surface. And you'll notice too, if you do stretches like this, your flexibility goes through the roof. I used to be like this, guys. Like, I was so tight, my groin, my kidney bladder area, you know, Saturn's in Scorpio. It shows up in my chart that kidney is definitely an area I have to work on. So, but just by doing these stretches for a few months, I was able to go past the point, which is here, and look at this. I can almost go all the way down. And you just slowly just do this resistance back and forth, and you just hammer these out, slow and steady. You can see my arms are flexed because they're pushing down. I'm creating resistance. I'm breathing, keeping that breath going. And this is the key, guys. And these are just great stretches to do in the morning. And again, if you can get a few of these in a day, you will immediately notice that your body's more well balanced. You definitely have more of that compassion and empathy. The anxiety definitely starts to squander down if that's something you deal with. And I know it's something that I've dealt with in the past, especially trying to run a couple businesses. So this is a great way to get into the influences of things, of nature, that we are during specific times of the year. So this is why I wanted to shoot this video, is to show you guys these stretches that you guys can utilize at home. You can do these at night. You can do them in the morning. If you really want to get fancy, I love doing them on my power plate. I didn't want to do that today because I know not everyone has one. But if you have one of those, you have a vibration platform, I highly recommend and suggest that you use it on the platform as well if you can get into that stretch. But again, guys, I really wanted to just show you this because, you know, we're being influenced right now, and these are the organs that are taking the hit. So if we can get in there and really stretch those organs and nurture them and get into those meridian channels, you will notice massive benefits and relief, tension, well-being. And again, it's something that I've been doing for about 8 years now, and it's completely changed my flexibility, my emotional state. And so I want to share that with you guys because it's free. We can all do it. All we have to do is take the time, because we all have to have a daily practice. And if you're not doing something daily to nurture your mind, body, and spirit, then I would say do something daily. You have to have a daily practice. You can go and meet with the shaman and do the whole plant medicine ceremonies. You can go and spend money on a life coach or an astrologer to tell you these things. But let me tell you guys, in the end, it comes down to a daily practice, doing something daily, every day. I know I've said it like 20 times. I'm going to say it 20 more. But doing something daily, stretching, nurturing your body is key. And I find that it can almost be, what do I do? What do I do every day? Well, we're in winter month right now, and we're in the winter season, not month, and the kidney and the bladder are being influenced. So why not go ahead and start there? So I hope this helped you guys find a new way to stretch, because it's completely different than the way I was taught to stretch, different than any yoga, different than any static stretching I've learned in high school and college. And it has revolutionized my well-being, because I actually used to have scoliosis, and I'd have to do surgery, didn't have to use some crazy pin thing to knock me sideways. I literally just used this method of stretching, and it really helped bring my body back into balance. So signing off, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. and many blessings to you. A heart full of gold from me to all of you guys. Much love, and thank you so much for watching.